All right, we made our way back to the rocking chair, and here we are at another Magdalene moment. And this week we are going to celebrate Pentecost. And so Pentecost, figured I'd throw some fun facts at you in many different little pieces, things we commonly know Pentecost. Pentecost is one that is known for its red color in the liturgy, for the love of God that bursts forth for us. My favorite one as well, though, is tongues of fire. It never gets old. Tongues of fire, easily red, nice garnet and gamecock red. Actually, you see all kinds of red and orange and white and yellows as you peruse all the different flowers that come around for Pentecost. Pentecost was an old feast. It didn't start with the Christians. Pentecost was an old Jewish feast. It was the Feast of Weeks, or the Feast of the Harvest of the First Fruits, or the closing of the harvest, the 50 days at the end of the harvest season. As you know, Pentecost happens on the 50th day after Easter. So normally it's 10 days after Ascension, because normally Ascension is celebrated on Thursday, and then 10 days later you have Pentecost. Now in the U.S., a lot of the dioceses have moved Ascension to Sunday, so it feels like 7, but normally it's 10. Anyway, so yeah, Pentecost, a lot of cool traditions around for Pentecost throughout the world. Italy, they go up on the upper parts of the ceilings of the churches and they drop red petals to try and recall the descent of the Holy Spirit, the tongues of fire, onto the church and the apostles and the people. What is it in France? They have the trumpets that just blare, the divine trumpets, kind of the divine wind that blows through as the roaring of the Holy Spirit to recall themselves. England has used to have these ale fests, and horseback riding and horse competitions were big for their Pentecost celebrations. They had big plays and things that were connected to it as well. Russia had something like these green branches and flowers they would carry around for their Pentecost celebrations. Here in the U.S., we're just not a big devotional people, I think, a lot of times. If we can't eat it, blow it up, or get something out of it, our devotions are limited as you do this. I can't really think of big U.S. Pentecost traditions. Maybe one day we'll get back into the devotional phase and take on what some of our ancestors have really begun to do in these devoted pieces throughout history for these devoted feast days. So often, what do we get? We get sucked into the humdrum and Ascension or Pentecost. It's just another Sunday. Yeah, we'll go to church and go back and do our thing. Not been the history of the church. So, my encouragement, it's Pentecost. It's the descent of the Holy Spirit. Jesus Christ goes back and said, I'm going back to send you the Paraclete, and I'm sending you somebody, and he gonna help you. So, celebrate that. Be excited about that. Pray for those who are coming in this Pentecost. They couldn't come in at Easter, so a lot of our people are coming in on the vigil, on Pentecost Vigil. So pray for them in this time. All right, that's your Magdalene moment for the week. Pentecost celebrated. See you next week.